Harer Nama eva kevalam. Kalo nasteva 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 gatiranyata.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhu. Yeah, Hare Krishna. I just wanted to say it was such a wonderful class. I loved it, and with the examples, it was very easy to understand. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu and Pranam. Thanks a lot Prabhu for such a wonderful session and your association, and like the point you spoke of ego was very fantastic. Like how many people misinterpret the word ego in general, but that's just an identity. But it is a false ego. When we misidentify ourselves with something else, it becomes false. That was a wonderful point, and also the point of Ramananda Rai cleaning up the girls. It was so much focus on Krishna consciousness. It didn't matter that what like it was so much into a different world. So, thank you, Prabhu. I'm sure if somebody has some questions, we'll take. अगर किसी का कोई प्रश्न है, कुछ टिका टिप्पणी है, ये सर्वदेव प्रभु हरे कृष्णा.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam.
Krishna.
Prabhu, first of all, thank you so much for such a nice session. There are so many aspects you told us in this session. Prabhu, in this whole session, you said one about the hearing process. So, like you said that we have to hear from Srila Prabhupada on the daily basis. Uh, that you said that story about that Prabhuji. So, Prabhu, in a daily basis, we are we have so many sevas are there, and we have so many lectures. There are so many devotees, our Guru Maharaj, and other devotees. So, can you a little bit how we can plan to, on the daily basis that definitely we have to hear first Srila Prabhupada lectures.
Okay. So, our Param Guru is actually Srila Prabhupada. The foundation of ISKCON foundation of ISKCON is based on the teachings of Srila Prabhupada. If we, as a family of ISKCON, we should try to understand what makes us in unity is understanding what is the desire of Srila Prabhupada. And that can be manifested through reading about Srila Prabhupada, reading Srila Prabhupada's books, and hearing Srila Prabhupada. That is the foundation. Yes. Simultaneously, we can still hear from other devotees who also follow rigidly the teachings of Srila Prabhupada. And because they hear attentively of and read Srila Prabhupada's or study Srila Prabhupada's books, whatever they speak will also be like purpose to purpose of Srila Prabhupada, and you find realizations deeper. So anyone who follows Srila Prabhupada's teachings, you can hear from them and hear attentively from them. So this is very important. So you'll find that great leaders in our movement, they scrutinizingly read and study Srila Prabhupada's teachings very thoroughly, and that if you can follow that, you will be safe. You'll be safe because if we start to dive further away from the movement of ISKCON, then it's not that other movements are wrong, but we find ourselves becoming, how do you say, little bit confused in the sense that there could be a detail which is different from another uh, math or different types of sampradaya, and we find that the details of theirs is different from the details of what our movement is giving us, and then you start to have doubts or you start to find some differences. And when the doubts start to enter into the core of our heart, then we find, especially as a sadhaka, then we can be misled and deviate. So the idea is, in simple terms, read Shilpa's books very thoroughly, listen to Srila Prabhupada, and listen to those who also follow Srila Prabhupada very attentively or study Srila Prabhupada's books. I hope that helps. This is the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, Prabhu. Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhu. Uh,
Yeah, okay. So we'll stop here. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for
Thank you very
giving your
much.
association, and hope to see you soon, Prabhu, again. And we'll
Yes,
have
thank you
such
very
more
much.
association. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandava Pranam, sir.
Hare-
Wish you all happiness and bliss. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Once happy to the
Yeah,
in the day,
baby of Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandatna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandatna. You can hear me, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, Madhava
Hare
Prabhu,
Krishna.
how are you?
Yeah. All fine, Prabhu. Dandatna. Prabhu, thank you for the wonderful lecture, Prabhu. Prabhu, just one point which you said that if you are not happy in while practicing Krishna consciousness, there will be something wrong. So, Prabhu, can you please elaborate? Like sometimes we have some our material problems or relations. We are practicing Krishna consciousness, but because of that, so it means, Prabhu, like even in those times also we should be happy like in Krishna consciousness. uh, uh,
I'll explain to you in very simple terms, okay?
yes bro, please.
Mother Yashoda, yes, she was not happy all the time. Yes. So Mother
Okay.
Yashoda, does that mean that because she was not happy, that she was not Krishna conscious? No, we can become unhappy if it's in relationship to Krishna. That's a spiritual unhappiness. If some family members in your family are suffering from ill health, we should feel unhappiness because they're related to Krishna. If you see anything in light of that, that is bliss actually. To be tormented by all the problems of this world in light of seeing it in relationship to Krishna, that is bliss. That is love. Yeah.
Jai Jai.
Once you start to identify the problems of this world pertaining to the material body, then you will find yourself unhappy in the material modes.
Okay.
Yes. You should be unhappy if somebody is suffering because you see it in the light of Krishna. That is compassion, true compassion. Arjun had compassion, but he was misplaced for the bodily platform. Once Krishna changed his mentality, he had compassion now on a spiritual platform.
Hari Jai.
Does it make
Understood.
sense?
Yes bro. Yes. Right bro, right. True, because sometimes the current congregation I am associated with, sometimes devotees who are very old, they used to do a lot of seva, but as the congregation grew, there were more new devotees coming, and very enthusiastic, very young, and they started coming in the front and taking. Now they are neglected or we are not getting seva, so they become very unhappy and they stop coming for programs. And so how we can uh, manage such kind of like they be practicing but they're unhappy thinking now we are not getting seva the way used to, or we are getting neglected even though they are practicing, but
Uh,
they feel very unhappy like now we are not getting the importance.
so your question is, how do we make them happy? Actually, if they're not
Yeah,
engaged,
happy
then
in the sense
if they're not being engaged in
means
Krishna consciousness, then they
yeah
have the
correct.
right to be unhappy. If they're not engaged in Krishna consciousness, if they're not getting service, then they have the right to be unhappy because something is. So if they find, over the period of time, will find various types of services will change in their life. So what we have to find something else. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the second chapter, Krishna explains param dishtate nivartate, that we have to find a replacement from that particular point to do another service, but make sure they're happy in that service. Yeah. So give them some opportunity to do something else. Don't neglect, don't stop them. Yeah. Don't say,
Yes,
okay,
yes,
now we found a new recruit. Then what's the difference between a factory? They find a new person to take over the old person and now retire. No, that's not our life. Our life is that until we engage everybody in Krishna consciousness. So service has many multitude of things. If they're very old, maybe the last moments they maybe just hearing, giving that seva. You go to Radha Gopinath temple in Bombay, I noticed some of the old people there at the door, and they giving everybody a small laddu. Have you seen that small laddu? I don't know if you went. Very tiny. They give it everyone. So it's a small service, but it's big service. So actually, in Krishna consciousness, there is no such thing as menial service. Or every service is perfect. Yeah. It might seem in the material sense that it's a small service, but everything is perfect because it's service to Krishna. Yeah. So just engage them. Find the ways of engaging them. That's
yes.
the main thing. Yeah. Talking
Thank
to
you
them
Prabhu,
about
thank you.
Krishna, like Pradyumna Mishra wanted to talk about Krishna with Ramanand Rai. Just find a way or say, let's sit down and talk Krishna for a while, for 10 minutes.
Yes, thank you Prabhu, thank you for the guidance, thank you.
Okay.
And nice to see you, Prabhu. Thank you. Keep coming. Thank you, Gopiman Prabhu. All old days we remember, all your guidance session. Hare Krishna.
We are still the same souls. Body have changed.
Yes, yes. Thanks to Gopiman Prabhu, we are getting
Hare
this
Krishna.
opportunity to connect with our old Shiksha Gurus. Hare
Uh,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Nice to see you, Prabhu. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Suraj Mother, for such a wonderful question. Prabhu, Chaitanya Simha
Thank you.
Prabhu,
Thank you.
for the nice answer. So, please keep joining, keep giving your association, and keep hearing from you. So, thank you. we'll stop here, Prabhu. Maybe you must also be in a hurry to go somewhere. So, thanks for giving your time, your association.
Thank you for inviting me.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.